This case is about a pitch, but not about a pitch delivered from the middle of a baseball diamond. This case is about a pitch delivered from inside a corporate product development lab. A pitch at the market, a pitch to see if they could get past a flawed test, and ultimately a pitch at you. And the goals of this pitch were Newland asking themselves a few questions. What if we designed a bat with greater pop or exit speed of the ball off the bat? What if we gained greater market share by advertising this greater pop, this advantage over other bats? What if we did both of those while still somehow getting the bat past the test that is designed to place a cap, for safety's sake, on exit speed off of the bat? And what if, when injuries inevitably occur, we're able to say that that's part of the normal harms of baseball? So here is the wind-up for that pitch. Newland and their top scientist, Dr. Carl Weatherspoon, try to load as much energy as possible into this bat. They do that by taking the weight of the bat, set by regulation at 30 ounces, and moving as much of that weight as possible down into the handle, and leaving as little weight as possible in the barrel or the hitting surface of the bat. Now that does two things. Number one, it dramatically increases the swing speed of the bat. And number two, it maximizes what's called the trampoline effect, when that thin wall of the bat barrel bends in to receive the energy of the ball and then springs back to release that energy back into the hit. Now that is the windup. And here's the pitch. They still need to get this bat past the test, the ball exit speed ratio, BESR test. Now that sounds fancy, but it's actually pretty dated. It's a perfectly fine test for back when bats were uniform and made out of aluminum, but wholly inadequate for modern bats made out of aluminum alloy and highly engineered. The worst fact about this bat is that it's done, or this test, is that it's done on a stationary bat. That's right, a bat that's not moving. They essentially fire a ball at the bat and then record how fast the ball bounces off. So it doesn't account for the swing speed. It doesn't account for the part of the bat that Newland manipulated. And Newland was able to get their pitch past a nearly blind umpire. And it wasn't a wild pitch either. It went exactly where they intended. You will see evidence that Newland knew that they were exploiting the flaws in this test. You'll see internal company documents, including one from Dr. Weatherspoon, that says, quote, "We see opportunities to move forward and design around the restriction." And Newland was proud of that advantage. You'll see trade journal publications that says this bat hits with greater pop than other bats. Even one ad that went so far as to say, "Watch out, pitcher. Watch out, pitcher." But here's the thing. This bat, the redesign, the manipulation by Newland, deprived the pitcher and every other player on that diamond of the ability to watch out. And you'll hear the science, but there's a minimum reaction time that the eye and the brain needs to see an object and get out of the way or catch it. It's 400 milliseconds, about a little less than half a second. And this manipulation, the tests show, increase the speed and bring the reaction time below that threshold, so the pitcher cannot watch out. And so with that knowledge and that manipulation, it's not a question of whether someone will be hurt, it's a question of who, and when, and where, and how many. And the family that is bringing this case is one example of one consequence of Newland's decision to try and pitch past a flawed test, and they did, by design. And they're going to try and pitch past you as well. Now, our expectation of the pitch for you is going to be that this is a case about sympathy. This is a case about the inherent risks of sport and youth. That this is a case about baseball. Don't swing at any of those. None of those are true. This is not a case about a tragic pitch from the center of a baseball diamond. This is a case about a tragic and irresponsible decision from a corporate product development lab. And this is a case about a dangerous and irresponsible pitch being made by Newland still today here in this courtroom.